name is Sam. We're standing in Shasha Bakery. This is where the main production takes place. I've been in baking for around like 3 years. I employ around, 20 employees. Right now I can produce 400 to 700 loaves, small ones. Then big ones I can even produce around 300 loaves, depending on the demand that is in the market. My customer relationship is very important to my business because they make me aware of what is wrong with my products. I sell directly to them. I go to door, that's shop to shop. We sell to supermarkets, we sell to farms, we sell to schools, we sell to very many other people. My volunteers have been so supportive to me. The first approach that somebody gives to you really shows you how willing the person is to really interact with you. And they really became so open to me. That gave me also the courage to become open to them and tell them exactly what I really feel in my heart.
So Sam actually has a really interesting story. He comes from one of the villages nearby, and he actually started a bakery out there first. He enjoyed some pretty immediate success to the extent that his landlord, who was also a baker, kicked Sam out of his bakery.
Sam is definitely a very impressive individual. This used to all be a swamp. The entire place was built with his hands.
We made this bigger oven to make for us enough bread that we can take to the market on time. This one here produces 100 loaves. It's made out of bricks and mud.
So he's really expanded already. What we're here to try and do is to help that process continue.
They really want to know, how am I running in this business? And I really love someone who really wants to know more about my business.
So a lot of the ideas came just from our initial talks with Sam.
He himself has a very good idea about what his business needs and what the market needs.
I want this business to reach a point whereby it has its own store of ingredients because of the high steep competition from other bakeries, and we all purchase from the same store.
If he can build a stock of the ingredients, if he runs into a situation where he's not able to source it immediately, it's not slowing down production, it's not slowing down supply, and hopefully it will become kind of one of those virtuous cycles.
We were trying to find a new ingredient to use in the brown bread that he was selling.
The only real difference between a white bread and the brown bread was actually just eggs and blackjack. It was just 100% food coloring.
And it wasn't as available as some other ingredients. So we thought, why don't we try finding something else that might work?
When we actually tested caramelized sugar, it created the color and consistency that we wanted, as well as there was an improvement in the taste. That night, he actually produced a batch of this new bread, and he went to market the next day. We've gone to market 3 times now, and it's always sold out.
What this bakery is doing in this community really is doing something very great.
His real motivation is to make this business grow and to be able to employ local youth.
If you look around, you'll see a lot of his employees are actually just kids from the local area.
So if we can help his business grow, that means he can give trade skills to the young people in his community, which it just propagates kind of the success of this.
They help me achieve some of my goals that I have for this business, but I want us to prosper in that we can also help others prosper.